everyone, I wish you a nice start of the day and welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Don't forget to support the channel with a like for more updates and leave your comment and questions below. I would be glad to answer it. Starting on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin is still in a very nice impulse towards the upside as 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we are still looking for a wave 5 towards the upside. Your wave 4 has possibly ended with an ABC bottoming, of course, the wave 4 at 0.5 fib level, which is a perfect fib level for a wave 4 and very common in regarding of the alternation as well between the wave 2 and the wave 4. Now looking at our channel, acceleration channel, using the pitchfork here taken from the start of this impulse to the 1 and to the base point of the wave 2. We can see that the wave 4 has exactly touched the midpoint of this acceleration channel, move up and then move back down, again retest it, and then we are moving up again towards the upside. This could be a very nice signal for a reversal towards the upside and the start of the wave 5, of course, towards the upside, where we can see a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And what we would like to see, of course, that our wave 5 would exactly arrange around this channel, which is a deceleration channel, which it should work somehow as a resistance. This channel is taken, of course, as well from the wave 1 to the wave 2 and the base point, of course, the start of this impulse, and of course touching the wave 3 as well in the top. So in that way, this deceleration channel will work as a resistance for our wave 5 and possibly also, of course, for our wave 3, as you can see here. So you want to see your wave 5 ranging exactly inside this channel and of course not breaking it, possibly even ranging around it from the outside is also very likely. Looking at the daily chart, on the daily chart we can see in our scenario, the 100k scenario, of course, that we are waiting for, we can see that we are still forming a nice impulse. Of course, the only possibility here for a bearish scenario is after having a 1 and 2 and then 3, 4, 5. This is your most bearish scenario, where we can have a very massive wave C towards the downside, and this is taken, of course, as from this point here as the finish of the last cycle, the higher high of the last cycle, where we see here possibly 3 waves down, and this will transform, of course, to 3 waves rather than an impulse, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in that case we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, giving us an A, B and a C regular flat correction for the all cycles, especially that we saw in the monthly before and the deep analysis that we have finished. A great impulse with 3 cycles already, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the upside, and now we might have topped here with the wave 5 and we are looking for 3 waves as correction. However, this scenario has a very low possibility because of the expanding diagonal shape, where an expanding diagonal shape is very rare to work. You can see it many times on the chart. However, it's very rare that it works as expanding diagonal. By all means, what you are looking for is possibly an ABC here as a zigzag, and then looking for an ABC flat towards the upside with a wave C. Another possibility is an ABC, of course, as zigzag, and you are still looking for a zigzag as well as X, and looking for a triple zigzag again as a Y. So in both case scenario, we have a WXY complex structure, which is still very open as possibilities. In the possibility 1, where we might have a flat, of course, we want to reach the 1.6818 level, of course, at 78,350, where you want to see, of course, a rejection after as a zigzag. In another possibility where we are having here a zigzag, we want to reach almost 68,480, where we want to see again another triple zigzag. So that is the case now that we have still 2 levels to break and to make sure that we are in a 5th wave towards the upside. So once we get into the wave 1 target here as a zigzag, of course we might see a retracement in 3 waves. In that case, if we see a continuation and then we hit the 1.618, we want to see again the same scenario. And finally, if we see 3 waves, that means, of course, we are looking still for higher prices to reach, of course, the 100K as a wave 5 towards the upside. Now, your target as a wave 5 on the daily chart is, of course, taken from the 1 here and 2 and looking for a wave 3 towards the upside, where it is almost very common with your flat as well as a wave C. This is a very, very common target between both. That is a very slight difference between both. Therefore, I have just the wave 3 here. So, however, when you reach here an ABC, this level, anyway, we're gonna get a retracement here because there is 2 possibilities that we are in wave 3 or we are in a wave C for a flat. Therefore, the correction here would tell us if we are still in an impulse, or if we get 1 more wave towards the downside, then this is an impulse, of course, 5 waves, then 3 waves up, and then 5 waves down. That means it's a bearish scenario where we are looking for our zigzag. In that way, you can, of course, know if we are gonna look after hitting the wave 3, if we are gonna have a wave 5 again towards the upside or not. This is the only way to know about it. So I hope that this was clear for the daily. So if we move a little bit further inside the 1 hour chart, we can see on the 1 hour chart, we still in a very bullish scenario as well, where we are looking after a 1-2 that we saw in the daily. 1-2, we are looking for wave 3 towards the upside. Your wave 3, of course, needs to have as well 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course, towards the upside. Now, there is many case possibilities here, but all of them are mostly bullish scenarios, which are all still valid until now, until we get a clearer price action here to tell us which scenario has much more possibility. So starting with the first possibility we have here in the yellow count label, where you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and possibly 5 towards the upside. In that case scenario, your wave 5 should be impulsive, and you are looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where we have finished yesterday a wave 1, and at night we got a correction kind of, and possibly we are still inside this correction until we see 3 waves towards the downside and then moving up again. In the opposite scenario, I mean the same bullish scenario, but in another one where we can see a 1, 2 and 1, 2, double 1, 2 scenarios, where we have, of course, an impulse for wave 1, a correction for wave 2, and again an impulse here for another wave 1 and another wave 2. And in that case scenario, of course, then you are looking for a massive wave 3 towards the upside after having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to see the wave C fib level is broken like a butter, towards the upside. In that case scenario, of course, then we can say this is a double 1, 2 scenario where we're gonna seek for 4, 5, 4, 5 in the top prices. Another scenario, it could be, of course, after finishing this 1, 2 here, we could have, this one should be here exactly. So once we finish here a 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 and 5, we have possibly finished a wave 1 in a yellow scenario, and we want to look for a wave 2 towards the downside with 3 waves again, of course, where we're gonna see again 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a double 1, 2 is still very possible in a bigger view, also in a smaller view. So this is a very, very normal still until we get multiple 1, 2s, more than 3 maximum. So that will start to reduce our possibilities. Now looking a little bit also in the 15-minute chart, we can see here in our scenario where we have yesterday a rally from the wave 4 here as a wave 1. We saw an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing your wave 1 for a wave 5. Your wave 1 of course has finished here, and then we are looking for a retracement at least to hit the 0.38 fib level, which we did not hit yet yesterday. However, as I said and mentioned, we might see 3 waves rather than 5 waves. Once you see 3 waves towards the downside and a retracement towards the upside, then definitely we are still correction and we are still looking towards the upside. However, your wave B was very extended. In case we are still corrective here, and of course preferably that we hit exactly this 0.38 fib level. So we are looking at 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and we are looking still for 5 waves towards the downside, where you want to hit exactly your regular flat or expanding flat as well in that case, because yeah, we got a wave B which is overshooting the start, so we want to look here for an expanding flat wave C, where your most target or the most fib level, common fib levels for a wave C could be between the 64,400 and 64,180, also interfering with our 0.38 fib level for a wave 2 and the 0.5 fib level between 64,000 and 260. So this area of course to be watched as a support for this wave C, in case of course we see 5 waves towards the downside. Of course everything possible that it turns somehow into a running flat. However, it's still a very low possibility a running flat where it finished exactly here. Actually after this we know now that we are corrective, and we want still to look towards the upside as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing the wave 5 of this impulse. So that was it for Bitcoin price update. I hope that you like it. If you did, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for the channel if you didn't yet. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.